So when you look at the potential in your life, this is what it looks like, unless it looks like this. This is what it looks like unless it looks like this. So, and everything you've all talked about tonight says it takes courage, right? When Miranda was done, I was ready to toss this whole thing away and say, no more of this shenanigans. We're not going to go after doing anything really well. There's too many kids. There's too many stuff. It is easier, but more anxiety making to live at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I not just describe this huge increase in anxiety and this lowering in potential and this huge increase in anxiety? So if you feel like you're more anxious than you were 10 or 15 years ago, if you feel like things are more uncertain, more irritated, we don't even know that that's real, but it's real for you. It's real for me. I don't know that it's real. It might be my space of possibilities has been minimizing along with everything else. It might be that people are taking advantage of that and pumping me full of more negative information or anxiety creating things. It doesn't matter why. It's not a conspiracy. It just matters that this is what it looks like. If I know what it looks like, I can do something about it for myself. For myself, if I know what it looks like, I can do something. If I know what this board looks like, every time I feel uncertain and doubtful, if I don't do something, which we're about to talk about, I'm going to feel more anxiety, more irritation, and more depression. I am going to guarantee that my space of possibilities, positive possibilities, gets smaller. Because those fleas didn't have a better life moving to a smaller jar. We could assume, it's my assumption there, it didn't look like they had a smaller life and everything they go. So here we go. Let's get rid of this. Let's get specific. So my question, and one of the things I found in military training, is this. What are you good at? What are you good at? We spend so much time talking about what we don't do. I always wanted to write a book. I always wanted to learn how to do artwork. Forget about that for a minute. What are you already good at? Because if I wanted to increase your potential, I'd start where you are already positive. I'd start where you are. I would create islands of stability, very short. And those would be like things I clean up, things I organize, like as Miranda hinted about, things I can depend on. Because children being super stable, probably not so dependable, right? Things I can depend on, little tiny moments, create islands of stability. We'll talk about that in a minute. Remember, I have a history of assumptions, and let me describe, and I'd like to hear what you're good at. So think about it. What are you good at? What are you still passionate about? Because that tends to be things that you still have some positive energy toward, no matter what.